Good evening, everyone. First, honorable of Madam Chairman, honorable of our beloved teacher, Madam Widyarini Susilo Putri, and respectable of our beloved friends. The topic for our debate is the target of married women aged 25. We, the affirmative team, define the topic as a secret number that is often used by women as a benchmark for marriage. We, the affirmative team, believe that the statement is true. Today, as first speaker, I will be talking to you about the reason women married aged 25. Our second speaker will be talking about why women should get married at the age of 25, and our third speaker will report the negative theme and sum up our team case. Okay, I'm going to discuss 2 points, the reason women married age 25. My first point, 25 is the ideal age to start a new chapter, not too young, not too old. This is because at the age of 25, this woman feels this is the time and firmly step down to exile with him. So, married, the same as writing a story on a new page. In the mind of a 25 years old woman, it fits, not too young and not too old. Not only that, women's social position will look better because they get married at the right time according to the stigma and standardization of society. Because if we are too young or too old, then it can result in pro-contra opinion from the community. Not infrequently, we even get gossip. So, if we can get married at this age, we can minimize the slant talk from other people, so that it can reduce stress leading to marriage. Now, to my second point. At the age of 25, a woman's reproductive organs are also considered ready. This is because, from a health perspective, ability to get pregnant and the fertility rate reaches 90%. The physical condition and hormones of 25 years old women are also in the best phase, so can minimize unwanted things. So, Madam Chairman and friends, in conclusion, 25 is the ideal age, not too young and not too old to get married. And from health perspective, reproduction is considered ready. So, we believe that 25 is the target age for women to get married. Thank you.
Okay, well, good afternoon, everyone. First, Honorable of Madam Chairman, Honorable of our beloved teacher, Media Inisus Putri, respectable of our beloved friends. The topic of for our debate is the target of married woman age 25. We disagree with the definition given by the Oko-chan because 25 is not just about the number. When we've targeted the ideal marriage woman age 25, it means that we have to get married because of the age targeted, not because we have already to get married mentally and physically. Well, today, as the first speaker, I will be talking to you about the age between 20 and 25 years old are the best and the productive age to explore yourself without any limitation from anyone. And our second speaker will talking about the ideal age for marriage women, parenting knowledge, and emotional readiness. And our third speaker will review the affirmative case and sum up our team case. Well, the first speaker from the affirmative team has tried to tell to you that 25 is an ideal age, not too young and not too old to get married. This is wrong because of the ideal age for marriage doesn't have a definite size. Everyone has their own calculation. Many people want to get married and have children at a young age. However, there are also some people who think that getting a marriage at a young age will increase the risk of divorce. And well, according to BNI Life Portal, show that age of over 25 years old rather than if you decide to get married in your early 20s. Meanwhile, the United States Census Bureau in 2013 reported that the ideal age for marriage was 27 years old for a woman and 29 for a man. So it means that the target of married woman age 25 is not an ideal age, isn't it? Well, now I'm going to discuss a few points. My first point is The range age between 20 and 25 years old is the best and the productive age to explore yourself without any limitation from anyone. This is because when a woman who has got married in the range age 20 until 25 years old, they won't have any limitation to do anything that she wants. Of course, when she has got married, it means that she has to get permission to do anything to her husband, and she couldn't do anything free. Moreover, when she had a child from their marriage, of course, it would be additional obstacle for her to do anything in her best and productive age. Now, to my second and final point, my point is marriage is not something that needs to be targeted. Marriage is a sacred thing that needs to be prepared carefully and as well as possible. We have to remember that 25 is not only a number, it's not a thing that we should be targeted for marriage. Many things that we have to be well prepared of it. Should we get married as soon as possible without any preparation? Of course not, because every people dream to get married once at her whole life. That's why I do not get married because the target age, but married because you are already mentally and physically. And remember, every people dream to get married once at their whole life. So, Madam Chairman, our beloved teacher and friends, in conclusion, the age between 20 and 25 years old are the best and the productive age to explore yourself without any limitation from anyone. And remember, do not get married because the target age, but get married because you're ready mentally and physically because you dream to get married once at whole life. Thank you.
Good evening, Madam Chairman and our beloved teacher, Ma'am Vidya and all of our beloved friends. The topic for our debate is the target of married woman age 25. We, the affirmative team, believe that this statement is true. The first speaker from the negative team has tried to tell you that 25 is the best and productive age to explore yourself without any limitation from anyone. This is true, but at the age of 25, we are considered mature enough to understand correctly which love is blind by lust and which love is based on sincerity. Because at this age, we have spent quite a lot of time on an adventure to find our identity and finally know for sure what we really want in life. We also understand what rights and responsibilities we have to achieve our life goals. She also said that marriage is not something that needs to be targeted. This is wrong because as we know that the age of 25 is just a number, but the target is important because if we don't have a target, we will be confused about where to go and life is not organized. Our first speaker has already explained that for girls, 25 is the ideal age to start a new chapter. Not too young, not too old. At the age of 25, a girl's reproductive organs are also considered ready. Therefore, if we can get married at this age, we can minimize the stress leading to marriage. Today, I will be talking to you about 3 points about why women should get married at the age of 25. My first point is mature attitude when in relationship with someone at the age of 25. This is because the age of 25 is no longer the age for someone to play in a romantic relationship with their lover. Here is the average adult age who is ready to get married and enter a new phase as a wife and life partner. Now, my second point is that the age of 25, girls feel mentally ready. The hope is that later you will not be surprised when we face reality as a wife. This is because the law clearly states that the minimum age limit for marriage is 16 years. But for girls, getting married at the age of 16 is very far from being mentally prepared. At that age, most girls are still having fun trying something new. Falling in love is just to fulfill a young soul and don't know what a life-death commitment is. That's why girls choose the age of 25 as the right moment to become a wife. Because at that age, mentally the girls are ready to let go of the single period. Let's not be too surprised if we face the realities of life after marriage later. My third and final point is that not only mentally ready, but at that age of 25, girls also feel that they already have enough capital. One of them is working capital. This is because after marriage, the girl is the husband's responsibility. But in this emancipation and modern era, girls don't want to be completely dependent and want to be empowered on their own feet. For this reason, girls need preparation so that their capital to be independent is fulfilled before getting married later. One of them is to have their income by working or opening a business. friends. This process of becoming independent certainly takes time, and the age of 25 is considered the right time to be truly independent and follow our husband. This capital in the form of work and own income can also be relied on later if the husband is shaky and needs support. So, Madam Chairman and friends, no need to be afraid to get married at the age of 25 because at that time, we as women have entered a mature phase. Mentally and physically, we can move in. We are also financially supportive of getting married. And of course, our reproductive period is in a fertile state. Thank you.
Good morning, Ma'am Widya, the affirmative group, and the audience. The topic for our debate is target of married women aged 25. We, negative team, believe that this statement is false. Our first speaker has already stated that the age of 20 to 25 is the right and most productive age to explore yourself without bonding with anyone. Married not because of the target age, but because they are ready body and soul. The second speaker for the affirmative team has sold you 3 points. First, a mature attitude when in a relationship with someone. This point is from, according to American Census, the ideal age for men to marry is 29 and for women is 27. From this age range, it can affect the resilience of household relationships. Data from various studies show that the women married at the age of 27 can reduce divorce rates by half. Second, she said that girls feel mentally ready if they get married at 25 with a minimum age of 16 years old. This is wrong because the minimum age married for women is 18 years old. The most important married readiness for women is emotional readiness. Lately, we often see news about divorce and domestic violence cases, right? This happens because of unpreparedness of women in marriage. Being a mother doesn't only have to be mentally prepared, but also has to have broad knowledge and insight as well as a good personality. It certainly makes women feel worried to marry. Last, she told us that a 25 years old woman already has enough capital for her job. We disagree with this statement because not all women have jobs at the age of 25. What about women who are 25 but do not have jobs? Are they forbidden to marry? This is of course contrary to human rights, namely that every individual has the right to obtain a decent life and have a household. After our comments before, I'm talking to you about our segment. There are two reversal points. Now to my first point. The ideal age for marriage for women is 27 years old. Women at the age of 23 to 25 are their golden times. Women need to engage in various experiences to increase their maturity and readiness for marriage, both psychically and psychologically. They can fall in love with a different man every time, travel the world, take a master's degree, and work according to their passion. My last point is important to parenting for their children. It's because a child's character depends on upbringing of his parents, especially his mother. Both career women and housewives, married women tend to spend more time with their children, educate them, and take care of them with love. Seeing this current situation, it's really sad that the parenting pattern of children has given birth to a generation that lacks character. So, ladies and gentlemen, in conclusion, there are three things that need to emphasize on this topic, which are 27 years old is the ideal age for married women and the important parenting knowledge. Therefore, it's important for women to think carefully and prepare everything before deciding to get married. Thank you.
Good afternoon, Madam Lecturer and our friends. The topic for our debate is the target of married women aged 25. We, the affirmative team, believe that this statement is true. The first speaker from negative team has told us that age 25 is just a number. But it's not just a number. We should make a life target to use our time efficiently. If we don't have a target, it can cause moments of wasting time. And the statement that the age between 20 until 25 years old is the best and the most productive age to explore yourself without any limitation from anyone is true. But if we are married, we also can have same opportunity. We can make a premarital agreement with our husband before marriage. Those are actually not good enough for that to cope my team's explanation because the negative team speakers only explain the case by the 25 and above woman, but not considering the younger age lower than 25. That should be considered too. Women who married at 30 age above in our culture, it can cause single shaming and make the woman maybe mentally down. So the first speaker told a wrong statement. The second negative team speaker has tried to tell us that 25 women emotionally ready and but in fact in 25 emotional pace is in the best pace. Why? Because for marriage, we not consider just from emotionally but physically. If it's too young, it's not good for our reproductive organ factor and mother's health factor. And based on scientific studies and polls, most people believe it's time to grow up and be a perfect adult at the age of 25. Also, women's reproductive organ consider ready when she at 25 and its fact at 25 our reproduction have stable condition. When you turn to 25 people are getting married, traveling the world and having kids. The quarter life is the ideal age to be content with our journey. As a third speaker, my job is to explain the summary of our speaker's argument and why we believe this. Why we believe this statement was true. Our first speaker spoke to us about the standard of marriage age. The age 25 is a benchmark of of bentar guys, nanti ku edit. The age of 25 is a separate number that girls often use as a benchmark for marriage, and especially in Indonesia for girls, 25 is the ideal age, not too young and not too old. Women's social position will look better because they get married at the right time according to the stigma and standardization of society. It's because if you are too young or too old, then it can result in pro-contra opinions from the community, so that it can reduce the uh, mentally down and stress leading to marriage. From a health perspective, at the age 25, a girl's reproductive organs are also considered ready. Therefore, I have read the journal and blogs to support this argument. In the latest study published in the journal Maturity Scientists look at data from 40,044 women in two regions, and researchers then use government health records to follow up with women. The researchers analyzed deaths from both cardiovascular diseases like heart attacks and strokes, as well as all causes of death of giving birth after 35, and younger mothers having poor health outcomes could be due to socioeconomic reasons in general, and young people from disadvantaged backgrounds were at higher risk of having children in their teens. That previous research had also linked earlier young first-time mothers to an increased chance of obesity and depression, both of which are known to impact life expectancy. And our speaker told us 3 points about why women should get married at the age of 25. The first point is a mature attitude when in a relationship with someone at the age of 25. As a woman's position on the team solidifies, and she becomes less excitable and exhibits a more responsible and mature attitude. And it's true that it will lead the couple to the best relationship. The second point is that the age of 25 girls feel mentally ready. I think it's true, but not absolutely, because the key is not just the number, it's the principle behind those numbers. Namely, that it's easy to come up with things you really want to do, but it's even easier to get distracted from actually making progress on those things because you get caught up in the excitement, the joy, the short-term gains of things that simply aren't as important. The third, that they already have enough capital. One of them is working capital. I agree because the career opportunity seems to get narrower and narrower with age. So it could be the best time for women to connect their love life with career and life to be a suitable life at 25 because mostly in the current system people get an entry level job after college or other training and usually when they are between 20 and 25. And my individual argument from a neurological standpoint why 25 is the best target because we should wait until our brain has fully developed and it's happened at age 25. And it is important. Believe it's best to wait until this marker. It's also important to experience pressure with your partner that you overcome. By quarter life, most of us figure it out how to control our impulse, plan and prioritize well, and organize our lives in a way that gets us to our end goals and we have in short grown up. So, Madam Lectors and my friends, in conclusion, we affirmative team believe that the target age for women to marry at the age of 25 cannot be judged absolutely right or wrong as a target decision because it has positive and negative impact based on the qualification age at every premise. The exact and the topic is subjective domain and contains person rights and condition term. We emphasize that age, which in other words is the perfect time to tie the knot, and can be different for different people. Instead of providing women with a rhetoric of the best age for marriage, and finally, we think it can be great if women and men make the target based on their condition. Also, they have to take the research for making the best decision or target that fits with them at any factors. The example is health factor, economic factor, and psychological factor. And after that, they can make a decision by their readiness condition that suit any important factor. But before that, we should find a good partner first. Don't worry if you are confused about where you can find her or him. You can find it on Tinder, not at Shopee. Thank you for your time.
Okay. Good afternoon, Madam Chairman, lecturer, and our friends. The topic for our debate is that the target of married women aged 25. We, the negative team, believe that this statement is false. The first affirmative speaker has tried to tell you 25 is the ideal age to start a new chapter, and a woman's reproductive organs are also considered ready when she's at 25. These are wrong because it doesn't have to be based on the idealized age, but can be based on how much knowledge a person has in a family life later. And a doctor in a health article has confirmed that all 10-year-old girls who have experienced menstruation are confirmed that their reproductive organs are ready and able to function. Does that mean the affirmative team agrees that girls can get married too? The second affirmative team agrees that girls can get. Sorry. The second affirmative speaker has tried to tell you the true reason why women should get married at the age of 25. It can be concluded that the three reasons are wrong because the attitude of a person's maturity cannot be judged based on their age. As the third speaker, my job is to summarize my team's case. Our first speaker spoke to you about the age between 20 until 25 years old is the best and the most productive age to explore themselves without any limitation from anyone because there will be possible restriction on doing what they want to when they get married. She also said that marriage is not something that needs to be targeted because marriage must be prepared carefully as well as possible. Our second speaker spoke to you about the ideal age of marriage for women is 27 because they need more time to improve their physical and psychological readiness. And she also said that the importance of parenting on the grounds that a mother plays an important role in the formation of her child's character. So, Madam Chairman, lecturers, and our friends, in conclusion, we believe that the target age for women to marry at the age of 25 cannot be judged based on right or wrong because it's each person's right. We emphasize that it would be great if the marriage were not based on the predetermined target. Finally, it's better to get married if we are mentally ready to live a married life because the one who understands us the most is ourselves. And it will not only involve to people who have to understand each other, but to prominent families will participate in our life later. Thank you.